Manchester United agree new deal after major breakthrough. Manchester United starlet Kobbie Mainoo has verbally agreed to a contract extension at Old Trafford after a fantastic return to form under Michael Carrick, according to the latest report, Mainoo Masterclass. Despite having been frozen out by Ruben Amorim in one of the best examples of self-sabotage ever seen in English football, Mainoo was immediately reinstated to the starting 11 once Carrick took the reins in the wake of the Portuguese coach's dismissal. In the 11 games the 21-year-old midfielder has played under the interim boss, United have won 8 times, drawn twice, and lost just once. It is the best run of form of any side in the Premier League in this period. The only match Mainoo was absent from, after picking up a minor knock in training, was the abject 2-1 home defeat to Leeds United, comfortably the worst performance of Carrick's tenure. The importance of the Carrington graduate is demonstrated by a startling statistic, which shows United have picked up an average of 2.37 points per game with him starting, better than league leaders Arsenal's record, while Manuel Ugarte's inclusion has yielded just 0.75 points per match, worse than relegation-threatened Tottenham Hotspur. Mainoo was imperious on Saturday night in the crunch clash with Chelsea, as United emerged with a 1-0 win, despite an injury crisis having ravaged the defence. In a post-match interview, Carrick said it was the best performance he had seen from the England international. Mainoo's are intent on building the team around Mainoo, who is seen as a cornerstone of the hierarchy's project moving forward. One of the main priorities this summer is revamping the midfield with 2 new signings that are complementary to him. Another urgent priority has been locking down the youngster's future in M16. His contract is set to expire next year, though the club retains the right to trigger an automatic 12-month extension. The 2 sides have been locked in negotiations over recent months, having seen talks break down during the first half of the campaign, with Amorim at the helm. There was confidence from both parties that a deal would be struck. It was simply a question of numbers. The Sun reports United have tabled an offer worth in the region of £150,000 a week over 5 years, making Mainoo one of the top earners at the Theatre of Dreams. The midfielder has verbally approved the extension, with official confirmation set to come before the end of the current campaign. Manchester United are aiming to announce a new contract for Kobbie Mainoo before the end of the season. Mainoo's representatives have made progress in the latest round of discussions over the last week, and all parties believe it is a matter of time until there is an announcement. United have verbally agreed a 5-year deal with Mainoo, who is set for a significant pay rise, as his last renewal was in February 2023, when he was only 17. The midfielder's salary is expected to be around £150,000 a week to reflect his starting status. Even the most ardent defender of Amorim's tumultuous tenure is unable to justify his exclusion of Mainoo at a time when United's midfield was so evidently lacking in quality. Carrick's switch to a 4-3-1 shape, with the 21-year-old stationed next to the experienced Casemiro, was a decision as effective as it was obvious. 4 months ago, Mainoo was set to leave his boyhood club as his hopes of representing England at the World Cup were non-existent after failing to start a single league match under Amorim. Fast forward to April, with Carrick at the wheel. The Salford native is a key cog in the best performing side in England, looks a certainty to be on the plane to North America with the Three Lions squad in June, and is primed to sign a new bumper contract with the Red Devils. Manchester United have verbally agreed a deal with a midfielder, and it's thanks in no small part to Michael Carrick. Carrick is well placed to become the next permanent manager of manunited on the back of his stellar spell as interim boss. The 44-year-old has overseen 8 wins, 2 draws and just 2 defeats from his 12 matches thus far. Among the teams Carrick has already vanquished include Manchester City, Arsenal and Chelsea. One of the key reasons why Carrick has turned United's ship around so quickly is the faith he's placed in Kobbie Mainoo. The academy graduate looked lost under former boss Ruben Amorim and actually requested a loan exit in the previous summer window. Mainoo was on course to request an exit once again in January, before Carrick's arrival around the turn of the year breathed new life into his manunited career. The 21-year-old is already a guaranteed starter under Carrick, and earlier in April, our insider, Graham Bailey, revealed manunited had made thrashing out a new and improved contract with the midfielder a top priority. The decision to go all in on Mainoo was taken in conjunction with Mainoo's revival since Carrick took the reins. Naturally, Carrick is overjoyed at the prospect of managing Mainoo for many years to come, assuming he gets the job outright, of course. Manunited verbally agree Kobbie Mainoo contract. Talks ramped up earlier in 2026, and according to the latest from The Sun, Mainoo and manunited have now verbally agreed a contract extension. It's claimed a 5-year deal running until 2031 will be signed, and Mainoo is in line to earn a colossal pay rise, up to roughly £150,000 a week. At this point in the story, you might be questioning what the new contract means for a Mainoo's summer transfer plans in midfield. Indeed, it's no secret United are in the market for 2 new midfielders, with Casemiro leaving via free agency and Manuel Ugarte on the chopping block. Ahead of a return to the Champions League and a much denser fixture list, manunited do still aim to add to high-quality new midfielders. However, The Sun stressed it's Mainoo who could still find himself in the starting 11 most weeks next year, meaning both of the 2 new signings, whoever they may be, aren't guaranteed to walk straight into the she. The report added, manunited are targeting a defensive midfield signing in the summer to partner him next season. Mainoo's number 1 midfield target is Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest. Other targets confirmed as being on their shortlist include Carlos Baleba, Adam Wharton and Sandro Tonali, and per the latest coming out of Italy, a Dutch international can now be added to that list too.